Good Monday, everyone. Thanks for stopping by Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google Plus as well. We provide forecasting information for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith, and this is the daily video forecast discussion for the 15th of December 2014. And the morning subsidence inversion is beginning to break up. We have lots of sunshine now around Central Park, LaGuardia, Newark, International, the Bronx as well. Teterboro, sunny now. Temperatures rising through the upper 30s to around 40, 41 degrees as of 9 o'clock this morning. In and around Long Island as well, we have a mixture of clouds and sunshine. Temperatures running in the mid to the upper 30s, and the winds are all light out of the northwest or calm. Pressures are rising as high pressure continues to build in. Back towards the Hudson River Valley area, same thing, sunny skies right now. Temperatures rising from the low to the mid 30s across the region. Newburgh still at 28, but rising rapidly. And also, we have a little bit more cloud cover here across eastern Pennsylvania. And these are low clouds, actually, with the subsidence inversion still in place as of 9 o'clock this morning. And that extends down through central and western, southeastern Pennsylvania into western New Jersey, western central New Jersey. And clouds will begin to break up in this area as well over the next couple of hours. Morning visible path of the satellite this morning shows the breaks in the overcast across the Hudson River Valley, Long Island, southwestern Connecticut, northeastern New Jersey, down through the coastline here of Monmouth and parts of Ocean County as well. Clouds still hanging tough around the low air temperature inversion here, subsidence inversion here across eastern Pennsylvania and down through central and southern New Jersey as well. Water vapor this morning shows a channel of subsidence in place with dry sinking air, with the blacks here indicative. And we've got more increase of cloud cover and water vapor content back out to the west here as a result of a warm front, and then a cold front which will be coming through the region during the next 24 hours. We have no watches, warnings, or advisories for the land or the coast today, which is good things, and this is the aviational weather deck right now. And for the aviational weather deck, we have a mixture of MVFR and VFR conditions in place where it's clear here across the southern Hudson River Valley, southwestern Connecticut, the New York City metropolitan area, northeastern and central New Jersey, down to the coastline here. Everybody else is in MVFR, and we're expecting MVFR, which could be socked into this area all day with a 1,500 to 2,500 foot deck plaguing the region. Light northwesterly winds will keep the cool, moist air flowing in from the Great Lakes region. Tonight, high pressure will slide overhead tonight, allowing winds to drop off, calming them down in a lot of places. More moisture should advect in from the west to the east as a weak onshore flow develops. MVFR and possible lower will be around as high pressure moves off the coast and a return flow develops. Tuesday, MVFR conditions to start the day, but IFR conditions may be set in with rain showers developing across the region. Possible MVFR conditions to start Wednesday with improvement back to VFR after midday and afternoon, and then VFR conditions with light northwesterly winds on Thursday and Friday. Right now, outside of Newark, we have VFR, but we're still mostly cloudy, and there are a few clouds at 3,000 feet and 2,500 feet. Basically, not bad out there. 41 degrees, dew point 30 degrees, humidity 65%, and VFR conditions in place right now. For Philadelphia, we have MVFR right now. 2,300 is the ceiling, and air temperature 43, dew point 32, humidity 65%. The wind is out of the north at about 7 miles per hour. That's very light. And we're going to find scattered to broken clouds varying around the region throughout the afternoon and evening hours. High resolution rapid refresh model for the 24-hour period starting out this morning from the 6Z run or the 12Z run. This is actually the 12Z run, I do believe. 15, yeah, 15, 12, yeah, 12Z run. Anyway, this model didn't do too good with the cloud cover over the area yesterday. It's doing a better job this morning. Still, we'll find partly sunny skies in some areas, and then the clouds building and again locking into places. The dirty ridge, the high pressure ridge, moves off the coast, and there's a lot of subsidence in the air under this ridge here. So at the same time, we have a lot of moisture locked in over the lower levels of the atmosphere below 3,000 feet. So that's the result of light winds and contaminants in the ridge itself. So basically seeing a lot more low cloud cover. This is a warm front approaching from the west as the ridge axis moves off the coast, and we'll get into that in just a moment. As far as temperatures go today, getting back into the 40s, and that's basically where they're going to stand put for a day or two, and back into the 30s late tonight, early tomorrow morning. And this is ahead of the warm front, cold front couplet, and we'll get into that in just a moment as well. NAMWRF composite reflectivity forecast from Penn State Seawall site off the 6C run today shows a smattering of clouds and clearing across the region, but the clouds do win out later this afternoon and overnight tonight with an onshore weak flow, and the NAMWRF model showing some light precipitation patches across the region. We're not really anticipating much of this to be affecting the area, but the rain showers from the west will be approaching during the day on Tuesday, and they'll be moving into the areas, particularly during Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday night, with the rain showers likely, and the winds from the south becoming west after midnight as the storm system develops and moves in towards the St. Lawrence River Valley, and that means could be having microphone problems as well as digital problems this morning, as well as just too much going on the absolute servers can't handle the processing power here. A smattering of clouds that do win out. Onshore flow, the NAMWRF model showing some drizzle over the interior as the low clouds and precipitation moisture get locked in. Probably going to ring out more showers tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening as the warm front and cold front come through the area. Deep low pressure moving in from the Central Plains produced a lot of severe weather yesterday. That's moving up towards the Great Lakes and the St. Lawrence River Valley, dragging a cold front through the region. And then much colder and chillier air is on the way for Tuesday night, Wednesday, and Thursday. We'll be using the GFS model up to around the mid to the late week, and then after that it really just doesn't handle the polar and subtropical jet stream interaction quite as well as the European model guidance, so we'll do a blend of both right now. We'll start off with the high pressure moving off the coast. Our low clouds move in. Here's our rain showers with our low here over entering into the St. Lawrence River Valley here. And then cold front dragging through the region with some moderate showers across the region. These are rain showers now, and as we move through the flow and colder air builds in, are having problems here. What else is new? And cold air builds in. Here's our thicknesses levels now begin to fall, and the temperatures begin to fall by Thursday and Friday. And then we await the next system as the Southern Branch Energy tries to get going here, moves up towards, develops off Texas, moves up the Mid-Atlantic coast states. High pressure is leaving the Mid-Atlantic coast states, and the thicknesses begin to rise. But they're still marginal, and we've seen what they've done in the last couple of storm systems that have passed through this region. We start off with snow north and west of I-95 on Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening, and we really get going with rain right along the coast and in the city. The GFS is a little weaker with this system as it moves it out with no blocking over the top. We don't have our 50-50 low here. It's shoving it to the north and east, and as a result of that, it keeps this progressive and moving along in a much weaker low here. This is where we're going to discontinue using the GFS from the period from Saturday through early next week. Canadian model guidance is now beginning to catch up with this as well, but there are differences with the phasing and interaction here. As we get into Friday, high pressure will be leaving. Here's our storm system that passes through the St. Lawrence River Valley. It deepens into a 50-50 low here across Nova Scotia, and it's being blocked up a little bit. The European model guidance keeps it pretty much trajectory in that formation and that location. Here comes our storm system. And the European model guidance suggests that this storm system will be along the Piedmont here and then surface with a surface wave here, basically out over the coastal waters. This is the 850 millibar low here we're looking at, which has a tendency to be a little bit to the east of where the surface low is. So basically right now we're looking at a possibility of a strong area of low pressure to develop right over the Virginia Capes and trap it, the cold air advection and the upper air disturbance in the polar stream, and this keeps the chance of snow going over the interior with a moderate amount of snow that it could actually be falling over the interior on Saturday night and Sunday, and keeps it rain to snow right along the immediate coast. Of course, the details of this will be subjective to later model runs, and we'll take a look at some of the satellite data and show you exactly what's going on. This is a pretty good key. This is our water vapor imagery loop of the United States here, the northern hemisphere actually. And we see our upper level ridge building over Hudson's Bay, over the northern mid-Atlantic, not the northern mid-Atlantic, the Greenland area here and off the coast of western Atlantic Canada. This is starting to form a block, and we're starting to see more of a blocking pattern here with upper lows developing and a very strong jet dynamics with strong lifting here going on to the west of this. So this blocking pattern leads to the system slowing down and the amplitude of these troughs and ridges to become more shortened in wavelengths and amplify as they do so. Here's our storm system in question with the cold front for and rain showers for tomorrow and tomorrow night. And as this moves through, more cold, high pressure and ridging builds in across the eastern United States for Thursday and Friday. And that segues into another storm system which is brewing out in the subtropical jet stream and the polar jet stream, and how these two will interact with one another. There's a very active subtropical jet stream, by the way, showing up on water vapor this morning, and as a result of that, that leads to a very confident forecast that we're going to see a wintry precipitation type forecast going on from Saturday night through Sunday and Sunday night, possibly even into early Monday, depending on how much blocking sets up and how much of this gets basically blocked up across the pattern. How much of this gets basically blocked up across the pattern here. Uh, so basically we're going to be doing watching this all in detail, and of course it all comes down to the dynamics, whether we have a 50-50 low that's blocked in here, the strong ridging showing up here. These are absolutely observations that we're looking at now, so I'm tending to believe more so of the European model guidance than that of the GFS and CMC at this point, which is remaining clueless. So the mild weather of today and tonight and tomorrow basically will mean that, well, I'm going to get your winter gear back out again, because we're going back down to below normal temperatures for the rest of the week, and we'll start the weekend off with snow and rain beginning on Saturday afternoon and continuing into Sunday, and it looks like it could be a pretty stormy period on Sunday across many interior sections north and west of I-95. You can follow the latest details on Garden State Weather, gardenstateweather.blogspot.com, Twitter, and Facebook, and Google Plus as well. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You make it a pleasant Monday.